Welcome to Cardmarket Feature Match Live as is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is 7 p.m. Berlin time, and that means we're gonna play some competitive Magic.
And today we're playing Pioneer. Yes. We just had a rather big tournament. I mean, GP, not GP, but I guess you could call it GP. We had a Legacy European qualifier for the RCQ, the PT in Europe, that qualifies for the PT in Atlanta. Anyways, I'm rambling off. It was Pioneer. We have decklist. We have winners decklist here. Fair enough. Not exactly winners decklist, but still the deck of the tournament, I would say, is what Thoralf is playing today.
Yeah, so we're gonna play two of the matchups from the top 8, and I'm playing Yorion, Enigma Fire's Pile. I mean, plays a lot of one-off creatures and can search them with Enigma and plays Fires, and it's kind of a value thing where you have to just play all your cards out. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and then one of the big things about this deck is the new addition in Dominaria United of Leyline Binding, which is a 6-mana enchantment that you easily can fetch out, and with Enigmatic, fetches
you can get a 7-drop. Yeah, you have both Agent of Treachery and the Industry Titan, so you can make some big hoops.
And not only you are playing a 6-drop 4 times.
True.
I'm also playing a 6-drop, and it is Bolas Citadel, because in the 3rd place, getting bronze at GP Warsaw, there was Junt Citadel. Yet again, sacrifice. A deck that I would say hasn't really shown, hasn't been that present in Pioneer as of late. So we're gonna do a little revisit and check out, hey, is it gonna up for the task in this environment nowadays? And just it's a pretty straightforward deck. Collect a company, sacrifice things, and Bolas Citadel to top it all off.
Definitely a matchup you haven't seen before with 2 decks you might or might not have seen, but interesting if you're gonna have a Pioneer tournament in the future, or you want to prepare for your RPGs or whatever you have. With that being said, of course, we're a Cardmarket stream. If you like the channel, you like this content, if you like other content as well, click on the like button somewhere down here, write a comment, do whatever to interact. Also, if you wish for something to see, you can write it. If you want us to play something specific, like your tournaments, decks, some formats, please go ahead, tell us, because without you, we don't know what we're doing, We basically do what you want us to do, no pun intended. With that out of the way, of course, the unofficial score of me leading 2-1 in feature matches will change today. We'll see in which direction, and you might roll.
All right, let's go. I'm excited, and let's do this. What do we got here? A 7.
Oh, that 6 rescued you. I was hoping for like a 2. Very good.
All right. Well,
all right, I start. I will show you my companion, freshly banned in other formats, so it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it feels extra spicy too. You get that thrill of doing something forbidden, right?
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
Isn't legal and other things.
We'll put it over here. It's my snake zone.
The snake zone. All right.
We'll start the game.
All right, chat. I need some support of you guys. I'm down a match here. You gotta cheer for me, all right?
And we start right off with a banger of a decision. Look at that. We do have only cards we can cast. I can say that so far, which is not a good start for a hand. I would also argue the potential isn't very high, so we're just gonna ship it, right? I mean, even if we draw any land, we can cast Redain, but that looks like an easy one even.
Redain against my Bolas Citadel. Thoralf.
Exactly. You want to pay 8?
I need a lot of mana for that.
Fortunately, it's probably also easily killable by a lot of effects.
It is.
So what's your hand?
Yeah, I should talk about my hand, shouldn't I? But I don't have to talk much about it because it's perfect. We got all our colors, we got a 1-drop, and we're ready to go with a nice curve here. And this is literally what I could only dream of.
A 1-up? That's kind of concerning.
Well,
all
you
right.
can put it to the bottom of the library.
Look at all those 1-drops, like all those 1-ups. Okay. So that hand is definitely keep because we can actually cast spells. We're definitely gonna have to keep a lot of those. Pretty much as soon we also have to keep this one and this one, so we're gonna have to ditch one of those. And since I don't see us having to use this right away, it just goes. right? Makes sense, right? This one has an action. We can't, as of now, not really cast it, but maybe we can cast it on 4, so it's fine. All right. I mean, okay, I kind of have to be technically correct and put it on the button, even though I will never see it again without shuffling. And off we go with the Spar's headquarters.
All right, sweet. I got a Blooming Marsh right here, and a Gilded Goose bringing me a food token.
Oh, yes.
Good old times. Turn 3 Oko. I remember those times.
I missed those times. Those were great. Okay, that's not the worst. I don't exactly know how this flavor-wise works, but we're gonna lure your geese into a hole.
Aw, all right.
I mean, apparently it fell for whatever reason. And then we play a saloon and off past the turn.
Damn. What a nice looking mana base you have
Right?
over there. I'm a bit jealous, I gotta say.
He's very jealous.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 damage and play a Priest of Forgotten Gods. And it's your turn.
You are at 18. And I need a pen that writes. Okay. 18. Yes. We'll untap and draw. Wow, that's a draw. This is quite interesting. Obviously, we have kind of the desire to cast this as early as possible. But since we can't use this, we kind of have to gamble a little. Now I have to crunch the numbers, how many tapped lands are in the deck, and I think it's 20. I'm totally guessing, I don't know, but I'm roughly estimating. But, I think even if it comes worse to worse, we can still make it work. So we're gonna take 2, and also go to 18. And then we're gonna take another one and go to 17, because we draw a card.
Oh, okay. That is, I guess that's a one-off to interact with the graveyard, isn't it?
Go ahead. Yeah. Or draw a card, get some value.
I suppose. Okay. Didn't necessarily need one of those, but that's okay. A pretty straightforward turn here. Just gonna go ahead, play a Gragground Pathway, and play a Volstrider. Get ourselves a goat token.
Meh.
And then I'll pass the turn to you, my friend.
Right. No activating of the priest. Makes sense.
There's my goat. Yeah, we're keeping up the priest, of course, for now.
Heartbreaking land, but that's what we worked with. So we could think about using that, which kind of forces Arne into making a decision. But then we would kind of trade 3 for 1.
I like that.
I don't like that. But at least the mana wouldn't be used. But I think that's kind of stupid. So we're just going to play a tapped land. Actually, I think we can use this before. Maybe we find something that we can use of this, right? So we play an Omen of the Sea. And scry 2. 1, 2. Actually, I'm not opposed. I feel like this card is really weak and kind of an unreliability because, well, it probably dies, let's be honest. So we're gonna actually say, and we want none of those shenanigans. And draw 1. All right. Ooh. See what we're doing? Then we play a tapped land and pass the turn.
And you're quite a good teller. I even feel like I'm with you right there.
Game, yes.
And just like, oh my god, what am I gonna find with this Omen of the Sea? It's exciting, Toffel. All right, let's draw a card.
Yes.
Okay, not necessarily what I was looking for. Well,
Is it me you're looking for?
no comment. So what are we supposed to do? I really want to get this down as soon as possible to get the utmost value. So I could activate my priest, but it is risky, of course.
What does chat say? Do it, do it, do it.
I mean, on the other hand, there's not much downside to that line of play. I could also just go ahead, play this, stack my goat, you know, and just get in there. It's a pretty sensible line of play as well. But it's kind of boring, isn't it, Toffel? It is kind of boring. On the other hand, it's pretty efficient.
Who needs the fishing when you can have fun?
So you have this Omen of the Sea, so you can play Enigmatic and sack this Omen end of turn for like a free drop. You know what, Toffel? I'm just gonna play a Mayhem Devil. I'm gonna play it safe.
Okay, fair enough.
I will... I mean... could also just go ahead and just sack both those. I think I'm just gonna sack the goat, shoot 1 damage to 2-1 with the Wolf Strider. Scry, bottom that, no thank you very much, and then I'll attack for free.
Gets me to 14.
14. And it's your turn.
Alright, untap. Draw. Oh, wow. I thought... let me figure out if this changes something. I mean, obviously, it kind of doesn't. Right. No. No. No, probably not. All right. Yeah, probably not. We'll play a Fires and an Incarnation, and then play a Mimic as a land, and then at the end of the turn, use the sea to get a 3-drop. Trigger.
Well, thank you very much, Toffel, for that trigger announcement. 13. I think I would have missed that.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And I kind of think we have to get this. I mean, I can show you the options we have. Obviously, you've seen... You could get this, which gets back the Omen of the Sea, which is natural, but I don't think we kind of have the time. We could get this, but it kind of just dies, you know? Although, maybe I can also show you what we also have. Redain obviously doesn't make anything reasonable. Archon doesn't do anything. Night of Autumn could be relevant once we have to destroy a Boulder Citadel, but right now it's kind of one of those three, right? And since we don't really need this for next turn, I really want to take care of Arne's board and kind of for good. So we're gonna take this. Conk. And get rid of the Strider.
The Strider you want to get rid of?
Right? Or is it, you think the Priest is better?
Well, the Devil is also potentially problematic.
I think like the Devil is the least I take. Actually, chat, what do you say? Priest or War Strider? I can see arguments for both. If you want to, sack 2 creatures, then you can do that. You get rid of the apparition, but you have to sack the Devil as well. Kind of hot. On the other hand, if I take the Priest, the War Strider is still there, which gives you a free sack outlet. I can see both. Let's see what chat says.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Devil and the War Strider are both creatures that, you know, deal damage. The Priest is a bit of a slow engine here.
Okay.
But it can also interact with you. I mean, I don't know what you have in hand, of course.
Chat seems to be also a bit. It's good. If chat is torn, my decision is not that easy. But it seems that Priest is getting advantage, so we're gonna decline the Priest.
Okay.
I don't think you want to sack it, do you? Huh? Getting a free 2-drop?
Well, the Scry is important, perhaps, but
maybe.
All right, fine.
This obviously has the advantage of taking
Well,
away.
wait a minute. This is not actually how it's working. But I guess how we're doing this. I never played with Skyclave in real life.
It's exiled.
Yeah, we just put it under.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it will become an illusion, but yeah.
Yeah, but we know it's a 2-drop. Like,
Exactly.
you don't need it in your exile, right? It's just you.
That's the most.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, that was, yeah, not what I was looking for. Okay, not great, not great. So you have 2 cards left in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And this can sack Fires of Invention, for example, to get you, I don't know, like a Scarab God or something crazy.
The cards that you can get.
Oh, my bad. My
You're
apologies.
The cards you can get are Scarab God,
Tolvimir, and Yarok.
Correct.
Okay, well, Scarab God's pretty scary nonetheless. Even though you only have 1 creature, it will just become a problematic thing, especially with the Skyclave around. So that is some unfortunate inevitability that you have there. Yeah, I guess the next move is just to do this for free.
Yep, accepted.
Go
10.
10. You play Priest and a Llanowar Elf.
Okay.
Pass the turn to you.
So I kind of have a rules question now, which I assume I know the answer to, but... Huh. So if I... Can I cast this?
Actually cast it.
Actual cast it?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. You can actually cast things for their actual cost.
Yeah, but the question is, can I cast this?
Okay, that's, I mean, I don't know what you have in hand. You can also return Yorion and cast it, for example.
Oh, that will happen. That will happen. Yeah. But my question is if I can cast Leyline Binding just right now. Because it actually costs 1. Like, 4/6, you know?
It costs 1, yeah.
Like, the question is if I...
Yeah, I think you can cast it for no?
Well, it costs less to cast, but
yeah,
I'm not quite sure.
Very, very sure that you can just cast it for 1 mana.
So maybe somebody in chat can confirm. I just don't want
Because this just gives you the option to cast it for free. If you have them. But you can just cast it for 1
but the
mana.
converted mana cost is less or equal to the number of lands, which is not true.
You have to pay a mana for the Leyline Binding.
You may cast spells with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control. The converted mana cost is 6, 100%.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I couldn't cast it right now because I don't have 6 lands.
No, but this is an optional thing. If you have the mana to cast an Emrakul, you can cast an Emrakul Fires of Invention and play. You make, I don't know how, you know what I mean? Like it is optional, so you can. It's a may, so it's not a restriction. Hey, you can only cast spells. It says like, oh yeah, you can cast spells for free.
It's been a long time since I cast fires, and then it got banned. Okay, so you say I can just cast it from my hand without using fires?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Agree. Okay, yep, that actually, but I couldn't use it with the fires as it is.
No, right now not, because
even though it would cost less. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're right. I actually want to do the Yorion thing.
You can also, yeah.
Now my question is, does it make any sense to do Leyline Binding first? Which I don't think it does, because either whatever you get back. I guess no, it actually makes a lot of sense, right? Because it costs only 1. We will bind the food.
What? The food?
Yeah, because it comes back from the Yorion anyway.
Let's see. How does this work with this? When you flicker things with Yorion?
At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. So this doesn't target. So I can stack Yorion and then sack what comes back.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That also means you can exile this.
That is so far the plan.
Yeah, I figured. But you don't have any mana left after returning your companion, so you can't do any fancy things.
Well,
okay.
Spoiler alert.
Food is gone. Yeah, 1 mana.
All right, then we're gonna get Yorion, and cast Yorion through fires.
Yes.
So that leaves us with returning. Now I can't actually cast any spells because we can only do twice. That leaves me with returning all of this.
Wait. You targeting things first. I have potential options here, Toffer.
Okay. We target. You have options
Yeah,
to sacrifice.
I can sacrifice.
You want to kill stuff. Okay, I understand. We want to get the apparition, the leyline binding. Portable doesn't make any sense. It just gives you the food. Although I might want to switch the goose
For the priest.
to the priest.
Oh.
So many options.
Mm.
I think actually, yeah, portable hole makes a lot of sense as well. And then we can just do fires as well.
Okay. Telling me you have another leyline binding in hand. Oh gosh. So it's those 4 essentially.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Yes. Well, my options are not great. You're gonna kill you're killing 3 things on my board if I don't do anything, right? And I'll probably be left with a Llanowar Elf and a Gilded Goose, which isn't necessarily the position to win a match from. So if I kill the Skyclave, I would have to sacrifice at least 2 things, which has to be one of these 3 things. So 1 unimportant creature, which is fine, but then 1 important creature. So it turns out to be somewhat similar. Ah, man. And I get a 2/2, I guess, at the end of all of this too. I should maybe not forget about that. Oh, this is rough. I think so. If I let this happen, you portable hold the priest. You have Leyline and Skyclave for these 2 friends, and at that point, how am I even winning? Well, I guess we gotta try. Sure, I'll let everything go into exile. So I get a 2/2.
So this goes away. You get the goose back. That gives you one of the foods back. And this one is exiled for good. This is now the food, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then I would bind the devil.
Damn. Oh man. So I could sack. This has unfortunately summoning sickness. Yeah, I mean I could just sack things to your face for some damage. Okay, I think I'll just let it happen. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so you're gonna take the devil.
Okay, so the devil resolves. Then we're gonna have the triggers of Yorion at the end of turn. And I will answer chat's question in a minute when we see what we're getting with the incarnation. Apparition and hole and binding trigger to get something. The leyline binding, depending on if it gets sacked, if we sack the binding, we definitely take one of the tokens, which we have to figure out later. If not, we will sacrifice the fires, which gets something else. The portable hole can only take 2 or less. The best option is obviously the priest, so that's going to happen anyway. So the target is the priest. And then for the apparition, I guess the kind of target that only makes sense is the Wall Strider. So those trigger happen. Yes, now we have to decide, do we want to bind the 7-drop, which is Agent or Industry Titan, or a 5-drop, which is Tolzimir, which fights one of the mana creatures, I assume. I mean, Titan makes by the way, Titan is obviously the win option and some of the 5 mana creatures, but also Yorion. I mean, you're just winning over value, incredible value. You can return also stuff from your graveyard with the 3-drop, the Gloom Shrieker, I think.
Yes, yes, Eternal Witness.
Yeah, so you can make a lot of things happen once. And I think I'm not against the Titan, which makes me want to remove the token.
I will sack the token into the Wall Strider, bottoming this Collected Company because I can't cast. Well, whatever. I could cast it, yeah, but anyhow, And now you're targeting this.
Yeah, the
And I'll
priest
sack
will
as well.
go into the hole. Yep.
Scry. No, that ain't gonna cut it.
Then apparition exiles Strider.
Yes.
And then at the end of turn, we're gonna get rid of the binding that has nothing and get a Titan, and Titan destroys the food.
Yep. That makes it 4/4, or are you gaining some life going up
I
to 15?
Don't think I need life.
Ay.
Yeah, I think just a 4/4 is fine. I don't even know if you can remove it, but we'll just do a 4/4.
Yeah, I mean, I could deal 7 damage with my Mayhem Devil.
Yeah, but then the shield only is like 1. I guess I can put a shield on the apparition, if that makes any difference, but then I can have a 4/4, so it's fine. All right, you go.
Yeah, Chad, what do you think? What are my odds here of winning this game? Yikes. I'll play Crackground Pathway, and I will pass the turn to you.
All right, we'll draw. One of the problems with the lines we took is that we basically can't really cast this one for now. But then again, who cares, right? All right, we decide attackings.
Okay.
Are we afraid of company? A little. What's your life total? 18.
Yeah.
We attack for 15. If you company and we get rid of the fires, how defensive do we need to be? We're 10. Sacrifice can get a lot of damage in, but I also don't want Arne to have enough life to deal stuff with Citadel. So I think attacking with all of those is fine.
Yeah, no blocks.
And then you take 15, you go to 3, sorry.
3, yes.
And at the end of turn, I would like to trigger... no, I will play a Temple Guard, and then at the end of turn, try to trigger the Incarnation.
Please.
Does that resolve?
Yeah.
Well, the only option we have is 5, so we're gonna do it. That happens.
Well, yeah.
I can spoil a little bit. We can't do that. Now we need a 5. As 5, we have Yarok, as we said, or the Scarab God, which, I mean, looks kind of juicy, I have to say.
Man, this deck is...
Or
Why are you always getting to play the sweet decks? Jeez.
I was
We
faster
gotta
in
change
chat.
that, yeah.
This is all it is. Or we can get Tolzimir. So the problem right now is Tolzimir doesn't do much except for 3 life and kill a Lanoba Elf, which is at the point where we only have to survive and company is the biggest problem. We can get a priest back by getting something back. Exile target card is also not super relevant. I think I'm fine with the Tolzimir here. And trigger the Tolzimir, make a wolf.
Resolves.
And wolf fights the Lanoba Elf.
Alright, in response to that, I suppose we're in your end step. So
yeah.
No reason not to. Cast the Collected Company. What can we find? So you're also gaining 3 life. That's unpreventable, unfortunately.
No. If you kill Lanoba Elf, I don't get 3 life.
Really?
Because the only target is the Lanoba Elf.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you.
If I didn't need... Like, if I decided to not fight, then I'll gain the life either way. But this way, if Lanoba Elf is gone, so are the life.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll play... We get Wolf Strider and the good old Mayhem Devil.
Oh, yeah, that's a start.
It's a start, isn't it?
I think. Do you have more tokens?
I think I have another goat, yeah. Oh, you're looking for...
My wolf is not here.
Your wolf.
He ran away. Okay. We have to deal with this Eldrazi sign. Or actually, like one of the Cardmarket backsides is better. Play hard, trade smart.
Okay. Alright, I'll sack the Lanoa Elf, shoot the Apparition.
Yeah.
And scry. ain't gonna do much for me. And then, yeah, I mean, you don't gain any life. It's 3 to 10, and you pass the turn.
Exactly. And
I'll
then this
shoot
dice,
again.
you get a 3/3.
I'm not gonna do it.
One
okay.
of the advantages of Scarab God, now that I see it, is that in case Apparition does die, we could bring it back. So maybe that was a consideration. But that's a future problem. So you do get
an illusion token as a 3/3. I don't think we have an illusion token. I already checked.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunate.
fair enough. You get a 3/3.
Okay, I guess I'll just untap. Maybe looking for another collected company. Well, we are dead next turn, so I need to find a kill here, but... yeah. I think you got me. It's just not much I can do. You block one, I make a food, sack that. There's just nothing I can do. Defensively, I can't do anything either, so you got me. GG.
Woohoo!
That deck, holy cow, it's impressive. Wow. That was turn 5. You just got a Titan on the board, double leyline binding, Yorion, flicker this, flicker that.
Yeah, the incarnation with binding is obviously quite sick.
Yeah.
Also, you can somehow cheat the third spell in. Pretty cool.
Binding is just like a legacy spell in like a Pioneer format.
Also, the combination of using mana costs, which gets deducted, yeah, it's pretty sick. Cool stuff.
Yeah, great. Down a game, but we have John Citadel, which I was missing a land drop for these 2 Citadels in my hand for a while. So if I can get you know, a priest and then boom, turn 4 Citadel,
Right.
then you will be the one.
But that's I also wanted to attack with everything, because if you company into like a goose and you somehow find like a black mana source, you can cast the Citadel, and then every life point matters. Yeah, 1-0. We obviously play as usual a best of 5, so nothing lost here. Second Pro Tours.
Yeah.
Although do they on Arena do not best of 5s?
On Arena, on the Protoss, I think they did, at least, I don't know, I think that they do in the finals, they played just best 3 out of, God, how do you say? Best 2 out of 3 matches? So, no, it's actually like, it's weird. The person who's in the upper bracket, you shuffled Yorion in.
Yes, I did. Very, very good.
Happens. Yeah, no, the upper finals, the person who got into the finals of the PT, it's like this bracket system, they only have to win 1 match, but the person who fought all the way through the lower bracket, basically lost in the upper bracket, they have to win 2 matches.
But since it's Arena, you kind of have to play best of 3 matches all the time, right? There's no best of 5 option, and they don't count it individually.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
All right. Well, Yorion is back from his hibernation slumber in my deck.
Oh, no, actually, maybe they changed it again. I'm just confused.
Nobody knows.
Anyhow. All right, I'm going to be on the play now.
I will decide first because I have a hand.
Sure.
I now see the interaction between these 2 cards, which is cute to say the least, right?
Perhaps, okay. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I will keep. It's not the best, but I think it has some potential.
Well, I'll try to ignore the information that I know that Toffel kept, but I think it's not going to matter anyway, because this is looking to be a mulligan for me. We do have a good start, but it's just not going anywhere, really. Like, this card is not good on its own. It needs other things to go well. So with this hand, I'm really hoping for good top decks, which I do have. I do have a lot of good top decks, to be fair. But keeping a hand that doesn't have anything going on, I think on a 7 is just not where I want to be. We're going to take a mulligan.
All right, we use the downtime to tell you this is Feature Match Live. You're watching because it's Tuesdays, the best day of the week now. Like, of course, after Saturday and Sunday, obviously. And we are playing, well, high competitive decks, which are relevant for Magic best formats and tournaments. And if you want to be part of what we're playing, you can always participate in the polls we're doing on the YouTube channel. right now we actually decided because there was the big tournament and Pioneer is hot because of the tournaments that are going on. But a lot of the times we're not quite sure. Do we do modern? Do we do like standard? Probably. Let's be honest, a little bit less likely. But we can do Pauper and Pioneer. I mean, so there's some options, and obviously which deck.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here.
The commercials.
Thank you.
between shuffling.
You did great. You did fantastic, Toffel. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, this looks more playable. We have a little. So we're definitely going to keep these two. Absolutely, we're definitely going to keep this card. So now the question is, do we put away or
I am for
which I mean, I think I'm more of a fan of just putting this away. Yeah, this just seems to be a rock solid choice, and this hand just looks clean. All right, Blooming Marsh, Elvish Mystic, your turn.
that clean. All right,
Oops.
let's draw this. Now we do have some options what to play. Given that our hand is kind of stacked in favor of one thing, I do not want to play this, which makes natural sense, I think. So we have to play this one. Yeah. All right, we'll play Stomping Ground and pass the turn.
Okay. So what do we got? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. All right. Looking at this, I think. Well, I see a Yorin, I see a Stomping Ground. I don't think. Yeah, well, I'll just play it if I know what's going on here. So I'll play a Black Land, and then I'll just play a Wolf Strider.
Yeah.
Get a goat. Go ahead. The decision to play this instead could have been interesting in a different matchup, but here I just want to get the most power on the board and stop pressuring.
Chad is asking, what is your favorite format, Arne?
My favorite format is Legacy to play, but I mean, I rarely get to do that. I don't have any Legacy cards really.
Yeah, it's kind of. I remember earlier, like the Legacy GPs were really the most hyped. Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
But Standard is the one I play the most.
That's good. Like for people who like to play Standard.
Yeah.
But besides, I mean, I Chaos Draft. That's not a surprise. If I would go for a constructed format, I like Modern. Like I feel like it still feels big enough that you have a lot of decks, but also small enough that you don't have to deal with 1,000 decks of legacies. Like you could get a little bit more away of not playing Modern all the time. So also
Sure.
it has Tron. I mean, although there are rumors Standard. I mean, you know the rumors probably.
Oh.
We'll play a Presence on my island, which means I have every type now. Chunk! And it's your turn.
Oh, and Nelia's Presence is actually much better than Utopia because it enables Leyline Binding, doesn't
Exactly. There we go.
it? We were before we started the stream, we were talking about Explorer only having Urban Utopia, and yeah. Anyhow, that's a card very similar, but not quite the same as Nelia's Presence. So I will just attack you for 3 damage right here.
Oh God.
You go to 17.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't like that.
No.
I'll put this on green. I mean, I'll put it on red, I guess. And I will pass the turn to you.
We will untap and hopefully draw something very good. Debatable, but also acceptable, I have to say. Well, we kind of need to play a land that comes into play untapped. It doesn't really matter which one. We'll play a Sun Petal Grove and cast another Presence on it. I assume there's no real difference in which one to take. And draw a card.
Yeah, trigger on a stack. Wait. I'll just cast a company. So you don't have the option to Leyline Binding. To draw into Leyline Binding and do it in response.
Why would I do it in response? Just asking for friends?
Well, maybe you want to take the War Strider. I'm just giving you less options.
Yeah, that is true. But I might draw like a portable hole that gets rid of the priest.
That is true as well. I didn't consider that.
So let's just say I have a binding. Should I do it now? I don't think Wall Strider is the one I want to take. But actually, regarding this, I think this is a little bit too outside that you should know it, but you will get to it. When I have leyline binding and I target something that comes from the company, I give you the option of sacrificing it, which is beneficial for me. So I might even trick my opponent into doing that. So I think in either way, I want you to resolve that.
Okay. I will take a look. Wow, that is very unexciting. Yay! Collect the company.
Okay.
Woo! We got 2 1-drops. Trigger. Food.
That happens, yes.
All right.
So now we draw the card.
Yes,
the presence. And we'll pass the turn.
You'll pass the turn. I think I will sack this go token.
Yeah, the reason why we pass the turn is we know that Arne will probably use the Strider for card selection. So if we do it, we kind of make the decision for him.
All right, I'll find a card I want to keep on top.
And now we still have the window to use the binding. Well, I feel like, especially with this card and our plans to use it, we really do want to get rid of the Strider, which we're gonna do. Also now, there's no sacrificing.
All right.
There's technically a small chance we should have taken the goose because of Citadel, but I guess that would happen. So you.
Well, I could also play black land.
Yeah, I know. But there's this world where this makes the difference. But I think we have to just accept our fate in this case. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just gonna hit 2 lands anyway.
Fate accepted, as you say. Well, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Do it not now. Just do it tomorrow.
I will play that card.
Yeah, 1 land.
On black. Well, can I even choose with the pathway on top? I'm not 100% on that.
Think so.
Probably should be able to choose, right?
Think so.
All right, we got a Catacomb Sifter. Trigger.
That's a good one. Yeah, maybe.
And let me see, where's the Eldrazi Scion token? And I'm losing 3 life, so I go down to 17.
Maybe. That's fine, dude. Maybe for the special case of Bowler Citadel, you can put like the library here.
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right, we got this little thing. I mean, with Bowler Citadel chat, it's just you just press button. You see the spell, you cast it. That's pretty simple.
So you're at 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at 14. So what is interesting though here, I guess, is that I mean now we have the Scry engine going on, so now we can manipulate our library. So we do want to make a decision. Yeah. So I'm looking for the Devil. I'm looking for Prosperous Innkeeper to gain more life. This obviously I can't do anything with, so I'm gonna sack this Goat token, trigger the Sifter, and trigger the Strider Scry. Scry this to the bottom. I hope the counter. I hope you guys can see it in the cam. Scry this to the bottom as well.
Should be fine.
All right, and then we have a goose. Let's go. Play the goose. Go down to 13 life. Get a food token. Getting a little messy on the board now, but this is what this deck is doing.
I can make you. I don't need my board.
I need more space. I need more space, exactly. So we'll take a look. Yeah, I mean 2 life. Sure, why not? Go to 11. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, no thanks. I think I'm good on that. So we will go ahead. We could sack this for mana, which is kind of interesting too, but yeah, I think I'm just sacking this goose here. Scry it twice. And now we're just looking for Mayhem Devil, and then okay, I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna pay 4 life and cast the Collected Company. Take a look. Oh, now there's actually an interesting case where we could scry with the Collected Company on the stack. to dig us deeper, but I don't think it makes that much
you're
sense.
you're at 7 now, right?
I'm
There's
7.
definitely a case where this card is the company and you want to cast it.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's an instant. So yeah, of course. In the case I have a company on tap, I want to cast the company. Yeah, you're correct. So I'll cast the company in response to the company. You didn't even see it. You just guessed it.
No, I'm so good.
Yeah, not bad. So I can, with this on the stack, I could theoretically.
Now you actually can't cast the company.
No, now I can't anymore. I'm 3 life. But I could scry.
But I also, I mean,
closer.
technically, I'm probably just dead by the sheer amount of permanents. But you go on.
I think I should scry now though. I think I should.
Yeah,
I should sack a land away elf in response to these companies. Scry this land away. Scry. Okay, that can stay. Resolve the company. Get this. Okay. I think we got you.
Yes.
Double devil.
Are you sure that's enough?
We'll resolve the company for good measure. Come on.
I'll concede.
Yeah, get a prosperous. Trigger. Sack everything. 30 damage to you, at the very least.
So in hindsight, an option I could have had is just not play the binding, because that gives me the insurance of taking Citadel if you have it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in this case, definitely looks like the better play. But I'm at 17. I don't think Ghost Rider hitting me once is the difference. So I think that should have been the play.
Just waiting on the binding.
Just not take the Ghost Rider on the turn, because like removing that doesn't give you that much difference.
Yeah.
And then once you cast Citadel, I can intervene at one point where you
Absolutely.
have something on the stack. All right, good to know.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Because I think in most of the cases, Citadel, I don't pressure you, and Citadel is just game. Like, and since I have that many life, and you're kind of empty on your 1-drops on board. All right, what do we want? Let's see. We have Rending Volley. Nah, doesn't do anything. Fatal Push looks very good, I have to say. We have Spinner of Fate, I think maybe it's called. Also,
Destiny Spinner,
right. Also doesn't seem to be quite relevant.
Well, I play a lot of counter spells post-board, Thoralf.
I assume so, yeah. Then we have another fraction of Nad for blue and white creatures. How many non-creature spells do you have for Kambal? I also think that's not quite relevant. We can add an additional copy of Apparition, and I think Redain, a second copy is not that relevant. We might even think about getting out the first one. It does stop some company in Citadel.
It does stop actually something else. Maybe you want to read the backside of the card. It stops the devil completely.
The devil.
I don't know if that's relevant, but like both in one is maybe relevant.
But the problem at this point is I can't tutor it. Like I actually have to naturally draw it.
Yeah.
I really don't want to naturally draw it. It's an option. All right, let's see what we have. How good is Trial again? Trial of Ambition. Fine, I think. Like the only card where it's really problematic is Ghost Rider.
I have Prosperous Innkeeper, to be fair, but
yeah, that's true. But it's also, I mean, technically we want all the interaction we have. Then we have Redain. I think Night of Autumn to keep is not good enough, because the only thing you get rid of is the Citadel, and that's basically when it's too late.
Is it? If I don't have the Scryers, I sometimes get stuck.
I think you also have of this one then, but then you get the Citadel back. Okay, we'll see. We have Fable, Gloom Shrieker. I think the one-offs all stay, like those one-offs. Fable is good. I can see Trial, taking out some Trials.
I think something like Yarok maybe.
Yeah, this one definitely goes. We don't need the Archon. What do you think about the Age of Treachery? Also doesn't seem very profitable, right?
Yeah, you could cut it.
Or is it just too good of a 7-drop to have access to it?
Yeah, I don't have any good permanents that you really have profitable. Like
I think a Devil is sick.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'll likely sacrifice a response or something.
You can also take a Citadel.
You
know what? No, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, I think theoretically everything that kills a creature is good.
Okay, so at the point, I think we're gonna take out 1 Knight and 1 Trial and 1 Archon, and I think the Blood Mage is good enough, just even as a 3-drop. Although we really don't want to.
I think Blood Mage is actually not that good in Smash.
Yeah, we don't want to tutor it. We have many more targets to tutor.
Yeah,
All right, you convince me, and then we can do like this. All right, your turn.
All right, I do like those 5 for sure. I'm a little bit less certain about Abrupt Decay and Binding the Old Gods. I mean, ultimately, most of your enchantments do something immediately or have some value effects. So Abrupt Decay, at least the small ones, doesn't do a whole lot. But on the other hand, then you have stuff like Deputy of Detention. I don't know. You have a couple things here and there that I could get rid of. Laneline Binding is kind of scary for my Citadels, so I'm certainly going to cut this little Yana Radical Healer. I think it's a bit of just a nice little one-off grindy card, but I'm not looking to grind in this matchup. And then I think a card you can cut is maybe like a couple of Prosperous Innkeepers. It's more of a game 1 get you dead type of effect for the fast games, right? It's like a game 1 card more or less, I would say. Something you can cut, and then you can like think about shaving like a Catacomb Sifter or a Priest of Forgotten Gods if it's bad in the matchup. But I think Priest is actually kind of decent because you always get like 1 creature.
The ramp is
and
good.
then the ramp is good too, of course, into the Citadel.
Like I cannot deal with Citadel as after like your turn, for example. Like
Yeah.
so, casting it is pretty sick.
So this is honestly, I remember playing when I played this deck a lot for like Pro Tour qualifications. In Historic, which is the deck is pretty much essentially the same in Historic, it just doesn't have Catacomb Sifter. It already was very difficult to sideboard with the deck because it's like a cohesive combo deck. So you really don't want to touch the creature pieces too much. So I think I'm just gonna shave a little bit here and there, shave a company, shave a priest, and then don't board in these destruction effects because I don't think that's where I want to be. Thoughtseize takes it out of the hand. You can grab your Incarnation or your Fires of Invention.
All right, let's see my hand. I am pretty sure that's the nuts.
Awesome.
No offense. Yeah, nothing to say.
All right. Are we locking the deck already in for Sophia, Toffel?
Well, there's Brothers War incoming. But this looks great.
All right, I got a mulligan on my hand. Pretty easy mulligan. We got just nothing early game. Bye-bye hand.
The Brothers War could change obviously a lot. I mean, with the density of good cards nowadays in the sets, you always find a few cards you want to play in your decks. I mean, look at Leyline Binding, right? That kind of shifted the whole meta game around it as well.
It's going to be an exciting spoiler season because the Brothers War will come out 2 days before the tournament in Sofia. So
you cannot really test. Like,
you got to brainstorm about
the Magic Online leagues or the Arena leagues. They're not there. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Magic Online actually like 1 week earlier. You have like 1 week to test the cards, I believe.
I don't know what their cycle is. Like they're now much later than the pre-release. So
really.
Yeah. They don't come at the same weekend at the pre-releases.
No.
Because they want you to have the pre-release again alone, and then online it comes a week later.
The last time with Dominaria United, I'm very, very certain because I was in Madrid, and I remember that it was on the first day on Arena and Magic Online was the pre-release, and then I went to Madrid, and then I played the actual pre-release in paper. So it was 2 days before.
I heard them saying they want to change it again.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe Chet knows something about it. We'll call the Chet Joker. But I remember something around those back and forth issues about pre-releases.
Okay. Well, my hand is a keep. The question is though, how do we play this one out? I mean, this I have twice, and I think I'm just gonna do like this and then go all the way, Hope for the best on here, and then can't really use this very well early on. So yeah, buy these.
All right, I'm gonna start with a. Well, we'll start with an Overgrown Tomb and pass the turn.
Oh, look at that! Blooming Marsh into a Lano Elf.
Yeah. No, I regret my decisions because I made a mistake, but that's fine. We're drawing. My thinking was I want to use this earlier rather than later, but I'm actually not quite sure if that's correct because this one might be just better. So, although, yeah, also we want to do this next turn, and we don't want to take all the damage in the world, which we kind of do have to now, but it's okay. In this case, we have to bite the apple, right? We go to 18. We have to reap what we sow and play a trial. And draw a card.
Whoa,
Oh, no, that's not.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, 2-mana enchantments draw a card usually. I do feel you on that.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Because what they're thinking of, I don't even know.
Would have been pretty good, huh? I will shock myself, play Prosperous Innkeeper, go to 18, get a treasure. And it's your turn.
Cheers for Arne is not what I want to hear.
Yes, yes. I need it, guys. I need the support. I can feel it through the digital universe.
All right, my turn.
Yes, yes, yes.
We untap and draw. Wow, we draw this card.
Hold your... Sorry.
What a surprise. We'll take another one and cast a Fable of the Mirror right now.
Ooh, you play broken cards? But cards that are supposedly...
You can also play that card,
on the future ban list of Standard and Pioneer?
Chimp. Go ahead.
Maybe not Pioneer. Makes sense that you play that card, I guess. I also knew it, but I kind of forgot about it.
Your turn.
My turn. Well, all right, guys. I hope you're holding up your NFT posters with Arne. I'm gonna win this. That's really what I need right now.
Okay, now we can see chat going the other way to myself, which I appreciate, I have to say. But I also kind of think your loyalty isn't that hard, so I'm not put anything on it, you know?
Well, it is time for me to play a Crackground Pathway.
Yes.
On green. So a Timber Crown Pathway, actually. I want to be correct here. And it's your turn. I just have nothing to do, unfortunately.
I understand.
Yeah.
And we'll draw one. And then we're going to use the Fable. And what do we have here? Red, green, white, green, black, green. So we're kind of missing blue. And not really green. All right, so we're going to ditch. The good part about Fable is you can ditch Fires of Inventions. And draw two. 1, 2.
If you have it in multiples.
Exactly. You see the point?
Yeah.
I would like to go to attacks.
Would you, huh? I'll let you go attack.
All right, and then we'll make a treasure.
All right, then with that treasure on the stack, I'll cast a company.
And that resolves.
That resolves. I like the sound of that. Oh no, don't disappoint me.
Point.
Jeez, collected company. I mean, that's a problem with Jund Citadel. It only has 12 strong free drops. So yeah, this just sometimes happens. I'll get some tokens. I'll gain 2 life.
Now you're jumping.
This doesn't gain me life for the goose, right?
Oh, it does.
It does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I gain 3 life.
Mm-hmm. You go to 21.
21, and I'll take 2 damage, go to 19. You got yourself a treasure.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that treasure for fires.
Nice.
Chick, chick, chick. And then we're gonna play a Rafine's Tower and play an Incarnation.
Oh my god. Thoralf.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
Why you so harsh with me?
So now we're gonna have to choose. Again, 5 drops we have are Yarok and Tolzimir and Scarab God. I really, really want to get rid of the goose, but we could also do that with 3 from the Skyclave Apparition.
Yikes.
And I think I want to keep around fires for just one more turn. There is the 4-drop Archon. Oh, that would be sweet, huh? 4-drop Archon. Archon says cast, right? And not come into play.
I believe this come into play.
Come into play.
Whenever Jansen. Yeah, very, very, very soon.
But then we don't get the Fable, and I think the Fable is just awesome on the other side. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of the trial, And the trial gets me the apparition, and that exiles the goose. Also, having apparition on the board is very good for Yorion.
And for Fable.
And for Fable.
Yeah. Yes, yes. You got a very nice deck, my friend.
Thank you, thank you. It's already your turn.
It's already my turn. Well, glad. It's finally my turn again, so I can do very, very powerful things like you just did. Okay. Well, I don't like this. Like, this is just completely... Yeah, okay, you said at the beginning of the game this you had the nuts, right? So yeah.
Which did not include many of cards I drew.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, you got a turn 3 Fable, you got a Trial on turn 2,
yeah,
you got Enigmatic,
I had
Fires.
Fable, Ambition, and Fires, I think. So.
I guess what are you doing right now is very, very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm intrigued. But then on the other hand, it's an 80 card deck. So
We just gotta be a little bit more lucky. Like if you're already lucky, it just needs a tiny bit more.
Yeah, but to be fair, we see Yorion decks performing very well lately.
Hmm.
Anyhow, while I'm talking, I've casted Strider, gaining me 4 life, going up to 21. I'll play another Gilded Goose, going up to 23. And get another food token. We're hungry over here.
You were at 19. Did you take? Ah, you shocked yourself.
Yeah, I did shock myself as well.
So you're at 19 again.
If that beautiful Russian overground tomb. Why? For whatever
So you
reason.
say you have mana. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, and I can't make any attacks because that Skyclave Apparition is on blocking duty. So go ahead.
The good 2/2 wall. All right. Untap. Draw. We're gonna flip the Fable. Tonk. And then figure out what we're doing here. What are we even doing? You have 1 card.
It's not very good.
So basically, the most important thing we have to do is not die to Citadel. So if we get rid of the goose, that's kind of naturally what it does. Unfortunately, we are not able to cast Yorion. Just like this, we have to tap all the mana for it, which, I mean, we could do, right? It's not that problematic. And that means we kind of blink a lot of the stuff. So when we cast Yorion, we can also cast one of the other cards. Let's say we take this, which happens anyway. Then this goes away. Yeah, I think that's just best. Okay, let's attack with the Shaman and get a treasure.
Yeah, I don't think I care. I'll take the 2.
Oh, this deck is so sick. Okay, yes. I can tell you what I just realized in a second. Which will make you very happy, I assume.
Yeah, totally.
You go to 17, right? So the reason...
No, I'm 21 actually.
20,
21.
because you get 4 life. 21.
6 life last time.
Oh, yeah. The reason why I ought... And we kind of have to sacrifice the Trial of Ambition.
The Trial of Ambition? That's not on the battlefield yet.
No. All right, so let's get... we actually can't cast Yorion. Chat, I'm sorry. We have to postpone to next turn because it also costs 3 mana. All right, well, then that makes it very easy. We're gonna use a portable hole on the goose.
Oh man, so now if I sack it, you're gonna have a portable hole sitting there killing stuff?
Yes, sir.
But... man. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'll still sack it. Alright, I'll keep that.
And then we're gonna get Yorion to the hand and play another Fires. And...
Oh, Toffle. You did things in the wrong order. You had to... No, wait, what? No, everything's cool. No, actually...
I cast Hole through the Invention
yeah,
for
perfect.
free,
Yeah,
and now we're just gonna do the Yorion. Yeah. And then at the end of turn, we're gonna sack the fires and get probably. Huh. Do I want to fight something? No, right? But I kind of want to get the Tolzimir anyway, just to be prepared to fight next turn. So we're gonna get Tolzimir, and the wolf fights the Volstrider.
I will not be able to respond to that, really. I scribe to the top anyway, so we have a trade happening.
Then I go to 19. And it's your turn.
This enchantment stack, my goodness. By the way, for anyone just tuning in, the Fable is still on Summoning Sickness, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, Toffel, my last card in hand.
It's a company.
It's not a company, it's about a Citadel. And I have a land
You
on
have a
top.
treasure.
I do have a treasure here lying. Hiding under the food tokens.
Yeah, I thought without the goose you can cast it, but it's not that I can do anything about it. I guess I can... No, I guess I could technically sack the 2-drop and get a geese. No, it's fine. Like, if I really want to prevent it, I can sack an ambition to get rid of the treasure. Which is probably right, but that's fine.
So I'm just lucky that you didn't saw the treasure. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, you just hit one land and you're done, right?
Well, I did, but if I have a bunch of spells on top... Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because you played a land.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it just needs to be a land.
Absolutely.
Land!
2 life are being paid.
Okay.
Let's just have this on the stack, I guess. We can always have it on the stack.
You can always have stuff on the stack.
Alright, it doesn't matter. So this is free. We don't have to pay anything. It's
because you gain 2 life.
Yes. So we have Llanowar Elf, so that actually.
Oh no! You go on.
Gives me life. Oh shit.
Yeah!
No!
Right.
Come on,
my friend.
So we gain 1 life essentially. So we go up to 22.
Yes.
And yeah, this is a land. So the Volstrider being killed by the Tolzimir basically made this. If I had this Volstrider, I could have really done some things here.
Oh.
I hate you. Yeah, I can't do anything. I don't have any effects. On Arena, it would just pass the turn automatically right now. So
you can attack.
You're right.
And you can use the Citadel.
No, I can't, unfortunately.
It's non-land? Yeah, of course.
I only have... You need 10.
Yeah, it's 10 non-lands.
Yeah, non-lands. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's your turn, Tovril.
So I'm pretty sure at the end of this turn, everything will be dead. Or at least semi-dead. We'll see.
Great. Well.
We'll see how we figure this out. We draw a card. Yes. Okay, I can tell you what my plan is, right? My plan is to have a Yorion and then use one of the 3-mana artifacts to get a Blastpool Mimic to copy the Yorion. Like to copy the Yorion and blink all the other runs. But this needs to include getting rid of the Citadel, which I cannot do if I do this line because none of those things deals with the Citadel.
I mean, I'll just have a land on. It's gonna be fine, Tovril. You don't need to get rid of the Citadel.
Yeah, but you need 2 lands.
Give me a chance.
No. Our utmost goal is that Arne does not, in fact, get a chance. So the question is, how do we do this? In order to get rid of the Citadel, we have... The Knight is in the sideboard, right? If I remember correctly. The Knight is in the sideboard, yeah. So we can get the Deputy of Detention, which gets rid of the Citadel, or an Agent on 7, but we need a 6 AA line, which we currently don't have. What can we copy? Kiki-Jiki says we copy non-legendary. That means the Tolzimir we cannot copy. Also, the wolf Tolzimir creates, we cannot copy because it's also legendary. I don't think there's another wolf in my deck that also fights. Not sure, but I'm sure.
I would be very surprised.
Okay, so that leaves me in copying the Yorion probably with the Kiki-Jiki. But we can
that doesn't work. It's legendary.
The same. All right. Well, that leaves me to copy the Deputy probably then.
Or the Skyclave, yeah.
Skyclave. But either way, I think the Triumph Ambition doesn't do much, so we're gonna cast a Nalia's Presence on my Overground Tomb. as the first spell for Fires of Invention.
Yep.
That at least saves me from using the treasure, so we're gonna play an harbor. Right. Then we would like to attack.
Please.
Am I fine with trading Apparition against the Liberator? No, we want to bounce it, right? Okay. So the Goblin token attacks. And I think I also don't want to lose Tolzimir, so we just make a treasure.
All right. Again, I'm fine with this. Just taking 2 damage. 20.
You go to 20. Okay. So then the second spell needs to be Yorion. Right?
Yeah.
At this point, Yorion comes into play, steals the Fire of Invention, the Tolzimir, not the Kikijikiri, was the anti-copper staff, the Apparition, the Presence, and the Hole.
I'll get this goose into exile. I'll get a 1/1 token.
Unfortunately, we cannot cast the Trial first, because that would be the second spell of the turn, which we can't do. But we're going to try cast the Trial now.
Okay, I'll sack a goat.
Right. At the end of turn, the Incarnation triggers, and we're going to bring all of those back. That leads to have triggers for those 3, and we put Presence here, and we will put the Wolf onto the stack. The Portable Hole takes this one, and an Apparition, that is just a one, takes, I assume the Llanowar Elf, because now you can cast a second Citadel once I take that. Right. So all of
the wolf can fight a creature.
Yeah, the wolf fights one of the innkeepers.
You get a 22.
Where was my wolf? This is my wolf. We draw a card from the Presence. Now there's an actual downside of
if you draw
drawing
deputy.
a card, because if I exactly draw the deputy, I might not have a different card.
Let's go. No.
Unfortunately.
Oh.
And then we get rid of the Trial to look for 3. Unfortunately, I cannot really do anything with the Mimic because, yeah, I cannot get rid of the Citadel. All right, we're fine. Maybe we find something. So this is the deputy. I'm still looking for a second. I think this is yours.
Oh, how did that happen?
Well, we stole it. Redain doesn't do anything. Gloom Shrieker can get from the graveyard. Skyclave Apparition number 2 doesn't do anything. And Renegade Relia also doesn't do anything. All right, yep, so we take the Citadel.
Well, nice turn.
Thank you.
You having fun?
I'm enjoying this.
The Llanowar Elf chat is asking, yeah, it had
Summoning Citadel?
summoning signals.
From the Citadel.
Yeah, I just cast it. I would have sacrificed, of course, the Outland Liberator to destroy Enigmatic Incarnation if I could have.
All right, I think I've done enough. So
I actually gained 2 life. Just look at
from
that.
the thing.
Yeah, very important, 2 life. You don't want to miss a trigger.
And you go. You go to 22.
You could actually do one more thing if you want to, but
I can copy stuff.
yeah, but you
But
don't.
I think I want to have the deputy open.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because
Well, I already knew about this one, so
right, it's a right. We also know it's a land. It's sick.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Well-
makes everything even better.
I have one play here.
Mm-hmm.
It's escaping this Wolfstrider, getting a goat, playing Applied Step Pathway, and I gain 2 life, if that happens.
Yep. 24.
And then it's your turn.
Also, second trial was probably worse than second presence. But
Because you can flicker it.
end of turn. No, wait, not end of turn. Main phase. Second main phase. We're gonna. Well, it doesn't matter. Then
Yeah.
end of turn.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Exile target non-permanent on Jones and all the same until. Is it beneficial to have the thing in play? I guess so. Can't really harm. Although we can make one more mana at the end of turn. Oh, actually, we can just... Yeah, let's do the apparition then, because we want to get rid of the Wall Strider.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I guess I'll just sack the goat, scry. No, thank you. I don't need that.
That gives me an apparition copy.
Sack the 1/1, scry. Keep that. Okay.
So you have something on top.
Yes, and this is exiled.
This is exiled, yeah.
And you did this in the end step.
Yes, so I still have the token and you get
A 3/3 later on.
exactly. Okay. Good stuff. Draw a card. So now let me use some space. This one is relevant. We have 2 treasures. We have a fires, a shaman, a deputy that has the Citadel.
This is a 3/3 wolf.
Is there actually something we can use the mana for? I don't think so. Right? Because no, there's nothing we can use the mana for. Because we have no abilities. Okay, well, that leads us to attacking. Deputy attacks, shaman attacks, they're both apparitions attack. And how much life do you have? 24? Is there a chance? Well, yeah. Okay, and all of those attack.
Did you get a treasure?
I get 1 more treasure.
Yep.
Thank you.
And you have 3, 7, 10, 17 power. Yeah, I can prevent some damage here, but I think I'll just take this full chunk. I mean, you're gonna kill the innkeeper anyways, aren't you? This is rough because you do just copy. I mean, this is just...
What are you, 24?
You do, yeah. I mean, I have a Bolas Citadel on top of my deck, but you do just copy this with the first spell on the stack. I'm just like super dead.
Yeah.
Pretty
What is
much.
it? 1, 3.
We could try
7,
it. 17.
17.
I'll go to 7.
Okay, you go to 7.
Yeah.
I will take 2 life to shock
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
go to 17. At the end of turn, I will get rid of my fires.
You're actually at 20. I think you forgot the free life from the wolf at once.
Oh yeah, probably. Life doesn't really matter for me. And get a Scarab God.
Hello. What do you got in your graveyard?
Nothing.
That's funny. So how do you kill your own stuff?
Well, I can, if you kill this, I can reanimate it.
I see. That
So-
makes sense. Okay, so
You're at 7.
and you will lose the Skyclave.
Yeah.
I'll get a 3/3.
Correct.
And I gain 1 life.
You got 8.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. There we have it. One more time.
We can technically remove something in response, but we can always do that in response to...
The first spell being cast.
Yeah.
All right, resolved, yeah.
The Citadel resolves, yes.
All right, let's see, Chad. What do we got? If I have like a bunch of... I mean, I can't even cast the companies. Well,
I think you have to start with the Citadel somehow.
All right, I'll start with Goose.
You have priority, which is important.
Yes, it is. I pass priority.
Okay. The way you smirk, I don't like it.
I'm at 7, by the way.
Oh, you're at 7. The way you smirk, I really don't like it. Yes, I do have priority. I mean, it's not that we have a chance, right?
Yeah.
We kind of have to do it anyway. Okay, so we activate. One of the really annoying things is that if you kill the copy, I can't even reanimate it. But I think this is just something we have to use. Okay, so we're gonna copy the deputy and steal the Citadel.
Yeah, and that's game.
Okay.
I got a land on top. All right, cool game. So let's see. We don't want to mess this up. So this is mine. This is mine.
Yeah, I think this is all.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
I could have thought about cycling the quarters, but the way I had enough mana to use grab code twice and also copy something was better, I think. Yeah, not sure. But
You had me pretty much locked out.
yeah,
with that.
I think that locks it.
Okay, I mean, you showed a really strong draw there, but this was still an interesting game. If I would have, I don't know, like one piece missing on your side,
Yeah.
maybe it could have gone back. So, John
If
Citadel.
I mean, Citadel just basically
Yeah.
always get to that. It's interesting how important leyline binding really is. Getting a 7-drop is huge.
Absolutely.
Do we? Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
No, without that 7-drop, I guess you have to do a little bit more grinding. But with Yorian, you're doing pretty fine too. And you have these powerful 5-drops as well.
Yeah, it just gives me a way of using Citadel for myself, which is kind of neat. Or destroy it with the Titan and have something else.
Sure.
Do we want to reassess if we need the Knight?
I think you're fine, Toffel.
I'm definitely not for the Blood Mage. I don't think it. Even though in game 1 it was kind of neat because I could cast it on turn 3.
Alright, guys, we need some support in chat. Come on, 2 and 1. 1 down. I mean, I got this on the play, but now on the draw later on.
I think living without the Knight is fine.
You without the Knight. Alright, you're playing with fire, my friend.
I do play with fire.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it the same as well.
Right, hit it.
I'm gonna play now. Chaka. Ah. Yeah, no, thank you very much. We got too many lands, and this is a funny combination of cards. My cheapest and my most expensive card. No,
Right.
thank you.
Let's see what we can assemble. I can already promise on 6 that we're going to keep this hand. So that means we're going to draw a bonus card. Look at that. Bam! That's sick. I'm not quite sure if there was a better card as the 7th card, but this one is pretty neat. Must be nice, eh?
Yeah, I actually love to hear that. So
How do you like the format where I tell you how good I draw?
Yeah, it's great. Could you maybe...
On a regular tournament base, people don't get to see
Yeah.
that. So at least they don't know how frustrating it is. But this is like...
It's like you sit across the top and he draws and he's like, ooh, and you're like...
I really needed that. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
I actually think the hand couldn't get any better, but then the deck said, no, look, it can. And it was right.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right, what do you got here? This already looks like a better start. Okay, I can work with this, I think. Yeah, I can definitely work with this. So what are we gonna put away? I kind of need that to make me this color of mana, don't I? So I think it's just gonna be one of these friends that's going to the bottom. Yeah. It's a bit of awkward because I do Bolas Citadel in my deck. I do really need black mana. But I don't think I should go to... I don't think I should go to 5 here. I think this is reasonable enough. Alright. Be gone.
Right.
Play this on green and then play a Gilded Goose.
Yep. We'll draw. Okay. And we'll play a tapped land and pass the turn.
Oh, you're all smiley. I'm so happy to see you there like that, Toffel. It makes me just
It
smile
really
as
has
well.
no reason, I tell you.
Yeah, not bad. Alright, I will play this on red and I'll play a Wolfstrider.
Pretty good.
Getting a goat, trading a food for a goat. How about that? We are basically returning food back into what it actually was. Anyhow, that was a little
over
bit...
time, yeah. All right, we're gonna draw. I like the hand because it didn't have decisions. Now we do have decisions. Have we kind of settled on if we can cast Binding through Fires if it costs less? The answer was no, right?
We have settled, yeah. You can cast it.
No, I mean like through the Fire's ability because it costs less.
Well,
You know what I mean?
now you're confusing me. So you're saying if you have 4 lands and fires in play, if you can cast Leyline Binding for 0?
Well, if I can cast it on 4 lands because the reduction is there, but it's only when you cast it, right? And not the converted mana cost.
No, you can't cast it with the fire's ability. You can only cast it.
By my hand, yes.
Yes.
So we have the chance to play either of those. But the problem is, this one doesn't do anything. In the worst case, it even helps to make a decision. But it kind of sets up a better turn later on. But I do think we kind of have to bite the apple and shock for 2, go to 18.
Okay.
And then cast the presence.
All right.
And draw a card.
Sure.
And it's your turn.
I'll sack the goat to scry. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not really what I'm looking for, is it? Really looking for a black land here. I think I'm not supposed to sack the goose, though. Am I that desperate? No, I don't think so. Okay, missed. Hit you for free.
15.
maybe I'm supposed to sack the goose. Now, I guess I'll just play this one. And we hope for the best in the next draw step. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Not relevant. So we could cast this, but actually this one now has value. Also, I made a mistake last turn, in case somebody in chat realized. I was saying that this one was bad, but it actually doesn't make a difference because it doesn't make Arne inclined to use the Wolf Strider, which definitely makes a difference, probably, but also I realized I really want to do that now because you need to sacrifice a creature. And obviously we want to do that. So we'll play tap then and cycle.
I'll hit you for 5.
10.
10. Well, that was maybe the most awkward draw in the entire deck. I think between doing this and flipping my Outland Liberator, I like the idea of flipping my Outland Liberator. That could maybe get me out of this situation here. If Thoralf's hand is awkward and he just doesn't have an answer for the Liberator. So yeah, I'm just going to pass the turn to flip it to Knight.
So now when it attacks, it destroys stuff, right?
Yes, whenever it attacks, it destroys an enchantment or artifact.
And you can still sacrifice it to destroy.
Absolutely, for 1 colorless.
Yes. Now that wants me to protect this card because I really don't want to get rid of it. But also the way this naturally works is that just those work very easily. So I will put Arne to the decision of interesting stuff. Okay, yes. We're gonna play a pathway on black and then gonna play an apparition. And targeting the Liberator.
Yeah, you having two mana enchantments doesn't make it that appealing to destroy one. If you just had 1, I would certainly destroy 1 right now, but maybe I just need to scry here. Or I could just let you get the 2-drop under the Skyclave and just hope to be lucky. You have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I think I just let it go and hope to be lucky.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Alright, it's exiled.
Well, and then it's your turn.
Okay, deck, come on, I need you. That's not what I was looking for. Attack for free.
I can block.
You can.
I will block.
Alright. I'll get a 2/2 illusion token. Play Lana Elf, put this on green.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now, the reason why blocking is great is we plan on removing. Ah, you actually drew a land.
Well, yeah, I did draw that.
Pretty sick.
Yeah,
Well,
great.
It's not good. So the reason why
Starting to be
blocking is good was because we do want to cast the binding, and we will.
Oh, sorry, the illusion token I didn't get on.
Yeah, we'll take the token
All right, sure.
because we don't plan to keep the binding for
I
long.
see, I see, I see.
And then draw and use the mana to cast those two.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of turn, sack the binding
Mm-hmm.
and steal the red mana.
You do have the agent. I'll tap it.
That works.
Floating. Mana burn, take 1, 19.
Go ahead.
Mono green it is.
By the way, Chad, I'm disappointed in you, I have to say. Where's my Orion?
Oh, did you shuffle it back in?
Chad, you were supposed to be the guard of my Orion. But no, you failed me. And I only blame you.
Well, you're playing 81 cards now, Thoralf. Come on.
Is that forbidden?
No, it's not. You just ported it in, right? Oh, can you actually? Can you board more cards than you started with?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, of course you can.
Actually, so I did nothing illegal.
You did nothing illegal, no. So get it back into your deck. Just kidding. All right, yeah.
It took a little detour, you know?
You.
It was always there.
Well, I did draw another Bolas Citadel. So
Another? Well, that makes me very happy.
yeah, no positivity.
All right, well, I'm tapping.
Okay.
You know what's going to be cool?
Yeah, if you flicker everything and draw a bunch of cards and take more lands with me.
I don't think you will have permanence at the end of the
Really?
turn. Well, let's see.
How often can you flicker as agent?
We'll take the Yorion.
Please.
We're going to cast the Tolzimir and fight the Llanowar Elf.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to do the Yorion dance.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can attack before 4/2.
18.
And then at the end of turn, we're going to sack this for the Mimic and take the other land.
I see. All right, full victory.
But, yeah.
Yeah, total victory.
So now I draw 6 cards each turn?
Yeah, you draw 6 cards at the end of the turn as well. Yes.
No, unfortunately not at the end of turn because at the end of turn...
Oh, it's a trigger.
For
I
uses.
see. I see. You're
But
right.
I mean, flawless, you know?
Jeez. All right. Well, okay. To be fair, my deck didn't really perform there.
No, that's
but,
true.
Nonetheless, this Incarnation deck, my goodness, what you did in those games was incredible.
There was a decent amount of those 2 pairs,
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Fires is just broke. Like, if you can abuse the mana cost, obviously it doubles your mana.
So good with Companion too.
Companion, yeah.
Just
A
return
lot
it,
of
boom.
activated abilities. It's interesting that, I mean, you do have Scarab God, but a lot of the creatures actually don't have activated abilities. But you can play a really good long game.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't abuse the mana you have as much. I guess you can cycle lands.
Exactly.
all the
I mean,
time,
it
but-
actually does play, I think, 10 cycle lines.
Yeah, fair, right. And then, but what it does, it's sacking fodder for the...
Yeah.
And then with Scarab God, that's a
rams.
sick combo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it rams, and then all of a sudden it's a creature after all. Pretty decent.
I like it a lot. Toffel, should we test this deck for Sophia a little bit more? Maybe.
Well, obviously. We'll have to see what Brothers War does, but if you have a tournament right now that is Pioneer, pretty strong. Definitely a contender.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you can basically also go through all the 3, 5, and 7 drops if you find something that you need, like graveyard-wise
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, yeah.
Soul of Emancipation, there's some interesting
Like,
ones.
you can tutor this a lot of the time. They come by from the sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that concludes this match. Well, thank you for watching, obviously. Thank you for staying with us on this fine Tuesday evening. As always, we do feature match Cardmarket live versions of competitive gaming. If you would like to subscribe and appreciate what we do, well, show us love and affection by doing that. Obviously, Arne, thank you for being here. If you want
lost
to watch
again.
more competitive standard, I assume a lot.
I do a lot of standard on YouTube. Thank you for throwing that
Or on
here
your
in
Twitch
here.
channel, do you stream Twitch?
I do stream on Twitch as well. YouTube more active recently.
Okay, cool.
I do
Yeah,
all sorts of
then you can
things.
see more of Arne, also highly competitive Magic, obviously. And look out for the polls and what we play next week.
Absolutely,
Thank you
guys.
for watching.
Bye-bye.